Okay, so this is the next video in CSS. I think I'll probably do one more than this, but in this video we're going to look at IDs and classes, and we can use that in the internal style sheet. Um, so what is an ID? We're going to start with IDs. An ID is like if you have an ID badge, and this is just for you, your one ID badge. So like we were asking in the last video, we were saying, well, we've set the color for all the header tags in this page, all the H1 tags, as green. Now what if we want all the H1 tags to be green except for the first one, and we want that one to be red? How do we do that? Well, we could do, like way back in the first video, we could do an inline style like this, and we could say the color is going to be red and so on. That's okay, but what if we want to put it into the internal style sheet up here? Well, there's actually a different way to do that, and you need to learn this because things can get really complicated later on if you don't understand these sorts of things. So just follow along for the moment. So I'm going to do an ID, and it's very simple. I'm going to add another attribute to this H1 tag, and add an attribute called ID equals quotation marks, and I can write whatever I want in here. It could be, I can choose any ID. I can say I want the ID as I think it needs to be just letters actually. I could be wrong on that, but I think it needs to be just letters. So just for the moment, just stick with letters. But I'm going to just make one up. I'm going to call this Lindsay. I'm going to do it all lowercase, make it seem easy. So keep it simple, all lowercase letters, just in case there's any problems, and do just a word of some kind that you will remember. So ID equals quotation marks, Lindsay, quotation marks. And what that means is everything now in this element, everything in this element here, will be defined as Lindsay. This is Lindsay's special area here. This is special stuff just for Lindsay here. And so now I'm going to go up to the internal style sheet up here in the header tag. I've got a special area called the style, internal style sheet area, and I've already got a rule for H1 tags, but I'm going to make a new rule. And this new rule will say ID, oh hang on, oh what have I done there, hang on, undo that. Okay, this new rule will say I need an ID symbol, and I don't know how to do it on this keyboard. It looks like a hash, so I wonder if I can just pause it a second and maybe just insert it. Okay, I found the symbol. It's Shift and 3 on this keyboard, and it looks like this. This means ID. So that means ID Lindsay for the Lindsay ID. So whenever you see this ID, then do this rule. Color red. So we're saying for all H1 tags, the color is green, except for when you see this ID, which is the special, just this one time, this ID, this unique little thing, set the color as red, using the same CSS rule, except for it's red. So let's save that and see if it's worked for us. So there we go, all the H1 tags are green, except for this one, which is red. There we go. So that's an ID, and if I've got the time, I'm now going to do the other thing, which is a class. So this ID, this works just for one time, okay? Just one thing, okay? Now, what if I wanted to set something for more than one thing, but not for everything? Well, that would be like a class. That would be like, imagine a class. If you go to school or you've been to school, you might know you're sitting in a classroom and it's got a class of people. It's a class of students, and there's lots of people in this class. So you have several things in a class. So we'll set this class now. So say I want to set. Let's get rid of this ID here. Say I just want to set two. Okay, no, we'll set one down here. We'll say we want to set both of these H1 tags as being pink. It's a good color. So say I would say a new attribute, the class, this is in the class, which is equal to, and I'll make a new class, maybe the Coder Dojo class, close the quotation marks. So here we go, class equals quotation marks, Coder Dojo, quotation marks to finish. And I'm going to do the same again, so I can actually do it for two things when I've got a class. Equals quotation marks, Coder Dojo, the same again, quotation marks. There we go, so we've got two h1 tags in the class Coder Dojo. So now I'm going to go up to the style sheet and I'm going to do this. The symbol for a class, which is a full stop, like that, a dot, I'm going to say for the Coder Dojo class, I want to set the color to pink. Semicolon. And there we go. So I'm going to save that. So that says basically all h1 tags are green, except for the one ID which is set to red. But also, if you see anything in the class Coder Dojo, then set that one to color pink. So let's save that now and let's see what comes up. So you can see here, this pink doesn't look great on this background. I might have to set the body color. In fact, let's do that as a little bit of practice at the end, just at the end of this video. I want to set the background color of this page. So I'm going to change the body color, which is the whole page. So I'm going to change the body color. So hopefully you got the class bit. So you've got this is the ID Lindsay, and this is in the class class Coder Dojo. Now I tell you what, I might leave it there, and then I'll do one more video where I'll do several things to tidy up. So I'll do multiple rules. So we'll do that, and we'll do any extra stuff that we might have missed. So see you in the next video.